Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Metal Marty Mark back with another video. This time guys, this is my 600 subs competition. As I'm sure a lot of you are aware at this stage, I surpassed the 600 subs a while back, a few weeks ago there, so I'm on about 617 at the moment. So just as a thank you, first of all, thank you everybody that has subscribed to my channel, that continues to watch my videos, likes and leave comments on my videos. All mightn't be great videos, but it's just great. I love doing it, and just it keeps the interest going, and there's just people watching you, and that sort of thing as well. So yeah, so this is my 600 subs. I've been planning to do this for a while. I've been racking my brain for the last couple of weeks trying to think of something to do, something that'll be maybe not original, but something that hasn't been done too often, maybe, or just something that appeals to me as much as hopefully it will to you as well. So a lot of stuff's kind of been done for competitions before. So I come up with this idea, and it's movie and music and metal and hard rock and whatever related. So it's all to do with music, not necessarily theme tracks, but I'll explain to you in a second. So hopefully everybody can be, most people can be able to do this. It does involve physical media, but it doesn't have to. You can show pictures of such and such in your video clips as well. Where people can import pictures into that as well, or you can do a competition entry in the comments as well if you want. If you don't do videos, I know some people that are going to do this, but they don't do videos. So yeah. So what I decided to do was, without a good soundtrack, a movie is nothing. You need a good soundtrack if it's either pop songs in a movie or the actual theme, the score itself. So I just thought I'd come up with there's two parts to my competition. Well, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you want to take part, please feel free to do that as well. Okay, so first thing I wanted to do in the competition was, it's name 5 albums, bands or song titles that are actually movie titles as well. It'll make more sense in a minute when I start doing it myself. So yeah, simple as it's just a band name that's actually a movie title, or a song on an album, or an album title. What have I got here? Now, I've done 5 as well, but I think all my 5 are all songs. Now, I've gone through my own collection this morning, and I've just found a ton as well. So it should be relatively easy. Like I say, I'm going to show the record, and I'm going to show the film itself as well. But if you don't have the film, or if you have the record, vice versa, you can just show a clip of it, or you can just mention it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be too serious about this. The second part of it is just show 3 of your favourite movies. 3 movies, that does not be your top 3 movies, just 3 movies that you really like, that you always go back to. Or if you don't have the movies, you can show 3 of your favourite soundtracks, which is very simple. So I've got some of my favourite soundtracks around me here. So yeah, without further ado, okay, the prize. So as it's 600 subs, I'm not going to mess around sending stuff around Europe or further afield or that as well. So I'm going to give a cash prize. So the cash prize is going to be, since it's 600, I'm going to give 60 euro cash prize. So the cash prize will be 60 euros regardless if you're in Europe. If you're in the UK, it'll be whatever the conversion rate is to sterling, or dollars if you're in the US, or wherever it is, it'll be 60 euros in your money, if you know what I mean. So if you win, I'll contact you, we'll get it set up, and we'll get the money sent to you, and you can buy either a movie or a record or 2 with that money. So that's basically it. Okay, let's get into it. So 5 albums, or 5 songs that are albums, you know what I mean. Okay, so first up, I picked, I'll show you the movie first. So this is The Running Man, Arnold Schwarzenegger from 1987. Classic sci-fi movie. Absolutely love this. Arnie's great in this. I think this is based on the Stephen King short story. As far as I'm aware, it is. I know it is. So yeah, so that was the first movie I picked. Now, I needed a song or a band title or an album title to do with that. So this is what inspired me to do this video. I recently picked up this EP of Iron Curtains. It's called Metal Gladiator EP, and the last track on it is actually called The Running Man. So yeah, pretty cool, great EP, definitely worth a listen to if you're into heavy metal, Spanish heavy metal. It's really good. And that's The Running Man. Simple as, you get the gist of it now. Okay, up next, Evil Dead. Don't worry about the days on some of the movies if you can't, if the song titles and the days don't match, because we don't catalog stuff with the days anyway. So yeah, so Evil Dead, classic Sam Raimi movie from 1981. Bruce Campbell, one of my favourite horror movies. Absolutely adore this movie, and the second one and the third one and the new one, the whole lot of them. Great series of movies and TV series. So Evil Dead, classic Bruce Campbell, and a classic album, classic death metal. So here we have Scream Bloody Gore's Death's first album, and the third track on side 2 is Evil Dead, and what a great song it is. So I hope there's not too much glare on these, but yeah. Now, you really get the gist of what I'm at now, don't you? Okay, up next is Omega Man, Charlton Heston, from 1971. Great sci-fi movie. It spawned Will Smith film I Am Legend, Richard Madison book. So this is about the last man on Earth living with zombies in the Will Smith one, but they're not zombies in this, but they're kind of mutated humans in the future, and he's the last man, the Omega Man. Charlton Heston, great movie. If you haven't seen it, good sci-fi. And who had a track with that? Where the fuck is the album? Here it is. Excuse my French. So this is the band, I think the Japanese, yeah, we'll say Japanese band. So this is Anthem and Nucleus. This is the kind of redone song comp that they put out a couple of years ago. Absolutely fantastic. This is a great record if you haven't heard it. But yeah, where is the song? So the third song on side 2 is Omega Man. I don't know if you can read these or not, but trust me, it's on it. Great song, great album, definitely worth checking out. Okay, 2 to go on this part. Okay, next up we have the classic Hitchcock movie, Psycho. So, who had a song called Psycho? Tell you now. So, yeah, Alfred Hitchcock, brilliant movie. What's that guy's name? I can never remember his name. I'm sure someone's shouting at the screen at the moment. Anthony Perkins. God, what a classic movie. And Metal Church, second album, The Dark. The second song on side 2 after the title track is Psycho. This is a class album. David Wayne, really enjoying the new Metal Church album. I will have it in my collection update, which I'm probably doing tomorrow. But yeah, Psycho from The Dark, classic stuff. And the last of the 5 album song titles bands movie is, this is a box set, so I can't really show you the main cover of it, but it's a classic as well from 1987. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator, one of the best movies ever, the most one-liners ever. Classic stuff. Love that movie. Love Arnie, great stuff. And there's probably loads of songs of Predator about. This one I picked was by the band Space Chaser, and the album is Watch the Skies. I picked this because it's kind of very B-movie kind of a theme to it with the alien invasion. It's actually a pretty cool cover. And the third song on side 2 is Predator. So there you go. Yeah, this is a good German thrash metal. Just want to show you that because it's pretty fucking crazy looking colour. So that is the 5 I picked. Now trust me, it might sound a bit daunting if you don't collect. I know I collect movies. I've got a massive movie collection of all formats: Blu-rays, DVDs, VHS, 4Ks, everything. But there is tons of stuff out there. Believe me, I went through them this morning. Now, and the second part of the competition is just show 3 movies that you really enjoy. Okay, up first I picked this. This was made in the year I was born, 73. There's the soundtrack. There's the movie. Classic British horror. It says the ultimate British cult classic, and it is. If you're into folk horror, and to do with paganism, this is a classic. Christopher Lee, Britt Ekland, Edward Woodward. What a great story. If you don't know that movie, I'd be very surprised, but it's a classic, and it's coming out in 4K very soon for its 50th anniversary, which is crazy. So that's a movie I always go back to, a horror movie. I'd watch that every week if someone wanted to watch it. Next up, I picked The Devil Rides Out from 1967, based on a Dennis Wheatley book. Christopher Lee, once again. It's amazing, 2 Christopher Lees. I never even thought of that, but that's what happened. So yeah, I don't know why I'm showing you the inside, but classic horror movie. If you're into old Hammer movies with the devil and Satan and the Goat of Mendez, as he's called here, classic movie. If you haven't seen it, used to put some chills down the old spine when I was young, when the Goat of Mendez, the devil himself, appeared. What a classic Hammer movie. So yeah, that. And I went for a bit of comedy this time with a horror theme, just to splash it up. One of my favourite directors, Mel Brooks. Classic movies all throughout his career. And this is one of them. So Young Frankenstein. Don't have the soundtrack. I'd love it. but I don't have it. So this is Young Frankenstein. So it's a classic. You bound to know what it is. Gene Wilder, Marty Feldman, Terry Garr, Peter Boyle, Gene Hackman's even in it. Yeah, Madeline Kahn. What a brilliant film. Classic, so funny. Abby Normal, brilliant. Scariest comedy of all times, and it's a scream. So that's it, guys. Hope that didn't take too long. Well, if it did, it did. So that's the gist of my competition. If anybody just can't figure out what's going on, I know you will. There's nothing there. Just give me a buzz or give me a shout out on the Facebook page or in the comments. Let me know. So that's it, guys. Just subscribe if you haven't, please. It's just helping my channel, helping keeping the interest going for me. Your 5 movies titles that are songs, bands, and or band names, song names, or album names. Jeez, I'll get it right yet. And then just show 3 your favorite movies or 3 your soundtrack. I could have shown 3 soundtracks, but they're all around me here, so that'll do me for that. That's it, guys. Just let me know if you do a video. I'll put all the videos that are made, if there is some made, into a playlist on YouTube, so you can go back and watch them and see what other people's movies are, or favorite movies are, or movies that they like. And that's it, guys. I'll let this run until maybe till the start of October. It's about 5-6 weeks time. I know there's a lot of competitions running at the moment, Johnny Mac and a few of the boys, so I'll give you time. Don't be in any panic. If you can't get it done, just shout and I'll wait for anybody that wants to do one, if you want to do one. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed already and who continues to watch my videos, and have a great weekend. I'm going to watch a movie. What? I don't know, but yeah. Cheers. Thanks a lot.